I call upon the Chancellor of York St John University to confer an honorary degree of the University, Dr.J.Ramachandran Ramachandran, to be presented by Dr. Graham Hamilton, Head of Programme Psychology.
On behalf of York St John University, I am delighted and honoured to welcome the distinguished educationalist, social entrepreneur and philanthropist, Mr. J. Ramachandran, to this graduation ceremony. I first met Mr. Ramachandran in my capacity as Head of Programme for York St John's Psychology Programme. In the second year of their studies, our psychology students take a module called Psychology of Work, which involves a work placement. This module aims to provide an introduction to selected key theories and concepts in work psychology related to specific problems and issues in real-life case studies and to carry out small-scale empirical studies in the workplace. In 2009, some of our students were lucky enough to undertake a work placement opportunity in Tamil Nadu, India, which related to a training program operating in rural areas of India by the AMET University of Chennai. This was facilitated through links that Robert Bell of the Yorkshire-based Arkamai company had there. AMET was launched by Mr. Ramachandran in 1993 with only 14 students and has maintained its continuous growth during the last 17 years. It now has 2,700 students undertaking various diploma, degree and postgraduate degree courses. In 2007, AMET achieved university status. A recognised leader in the provision of seafarer degrees and qualifications, AMET Maritime University has won the prestigious Lloyd's List Training Award, beating Dubai Port World into second place. In addition to the university in Chennai, he has since launched a training hospital in Delhi. Ramachandran has not only made a great contribution to education in India, but has also exhibited a keen sense of social responsibility in the country. In the 1970s, Ramachandran saw a massive need to provide training and employment opportunities for the young of Tamil Nadu. Whilst many benefited from the Indian education system, very few went on to gain secured employment. Reasoning that what the people needed was skills and opportunities, and guided by the principle that service to people is service to God, Ramachandran set about providing free training and self-employment opportunities for the youth of Chennai. In 1976, he launched the New Era Association of Educated Self-Employed Youth, known as NASE. The NASE project provides free training courses for the unemployed of South India to help them earn a regular income and achieve social status. A significant percentage of profits from Ramachandran's other business ventures goes towards the funding of this remarkable social enterprise. It all began with training young people to sell tea, coffee and snacks in NASE snack kiosks. With the approval of government authorities and by arranging loans from the banks, thousands of youth were provided self-employment opportunities to set up kiosks. Initially, these kiosks were set up in public places within the jurisdiction of the Corporation and Highways Department, government offices and government hospitals. This scheme helped the educated unemployed youth to earn a regular income and also a respectable social status. Ramachandran had the vision to extend his social enterprises in different forms in Chennai and other cities in Tamil Nadu. He launched the NASE Security Service to assist the police department in preventing theft, robbery and other criminal offences. Educated unemployed youth were trained and deployed in the service for night rounds in residential areas. A nominal amount collected from the residents helped the youth to have a regular income. The NASE Courier Service provided employment as courier service personnel for collecting and disbursement of cheques and other letters from the cooperative banks to all the branches in Chennai. Through the NASE Lending Library, unemployed youth found a source of further income by making books and periodicals available for rent for passengers travelling in long-distance trains, such as the Narjivin Express, GT Express and the Tamil Nadu Express. Having worked philanthropically with a great deal of success in the urban areas of Tamil Nadu for some years, Ramachandran turned his attention to the rural areas. This led to the NASE Dairy Project. Through this project, loans were arranged from the National Bank for poor people in villages to purchase a high-yielding breed of cow. Arrangements were also made for the collection and sale of the milk to the wider society at a profit. This project has helped a large number of villagers to lead a life with a regular income. Following Mahatma Gandhi's thoughts that only when the villages prosper, the country can prosper, NASE launched its free industrial training scheme in villages. Training is offered in computer training, tailoring, embroidery, radio and TV mechanism, electrical wiring, motor winding and cell phone repair. No qualifications are needed for entry. And though the scheme is aimed at the young, there is actually no age restriction on entry. It is free and open to all. An important facet of this openness and NASE projects, which must be mentioned here, is how they, without exception, transcend all categories of religion and caste. These training courses enable people in the villages to qualify themselves for employment or to start their own cottage industries to earn a regular income. After each training course of 3 months, NASE holds a jobs fair in the village in order to facilitate employment. It also encourages the formation of self-help groups in order to let the people help themselves in their own development. Between 15 and 20 people, usually women, form a self-help group and collect a small amount of money, 50 to 100 rupees per month. The money is used to open a bank account in the name of the group and then used to develop their enterprises. The successful running of the group's finances means that after 6 months they are eligible for subsidised loans from local government, then bank loans and other forms of finance, which as individuals they could not obtain. NASE finances a worker to support the self-help groups in a particular area, ensuring that they continue to prosper. Through these free rural industrial training schemes, so far about 100,000 students in the villages of Tamil Nadu have benefited. The scheme has just been launched in Uttar Pradesh and it is planned to extend it to the rural areas around Delhi. Overall, since the launch of NASE in 1976, the various projects and enterprises have directly benefited over 0.15 million individuals and of course their families, communities and many, many more. The entire social enterprise has been organised, conducted and financed by Mr. J.Ramachandran without any contributions from outside sources or by collecting any fees from the students. Today, we are giving the award of the Honorary degree of Doctor of Education to Mr. J.Ramachandran. His unstinting work over many years is a shining example of one man's dedication to helping his people, his community and his country through education, and is a great inspiration to us all. Chancellor, I present to you for the award of the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa, Mr. Janakiraman Ramachandran.
Janakiraman Ramachandran, I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Education, honoris causa. Thank you.
Honorable Chancellor, respected Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I am really happy and at the same time extremely thankful for the honor conferred on me by the University of York St. John. It is really an exciting experience to be with you when the new graduates receive their degree awarded to them for their labor and creativity. I congratulate them all for their proud achievement. I am greatly indebted to Dr. Graham Hamilton for his well-meant elaboration of my objectives and achievements. I consider the honor an inspiring recognition to what NASE did and has been doing for nearly 4 decades to empower and encourage thousands of unemployed and frustrated youth in India. Ladies and gentlemen, I was born into a very humble family. My Gandhian teacher father, Mr. Janakiraman, who was also an active social worker, exerted a great influence on me and urged me to do something to the society, especially to the cause of rural youths afflicted by poverty and unemployment. And my exposure to progressive social thoughts at college gave a sense of direction and helped me to translate my thoughts into action. I strongly believe that sovereignty of a nation is decided by its skilled and healthy youths. India has successfully overcome the recession and is emerging as a great global power. Interestingly, India will be the youngest nation by 2020 with the average age of 29. But India is required to train and job-orient an astounding 500 million people to be employed in various jobs, which demand diverse skills. It is really a huge task. India hopes to achieve this target through budgetary priorities and unwavering commitment. Yes, I feel that it is the duty of every Indian citizen and also the social organizations to partake in this patriotic responsibility by playing the complementary role, however small it may be. Most humbly, I like to state that NASA realized this importance even 4 decades ago and empowered thousands of unemployed youths through various self-employment schemes and contributed its might towards the goal. NASA took cognizance of the globalization's vast employment opportunities and at the same time its need to play a proactive national role to train thousands of youth who looked up to government and elsewhere for support. NASA grew more sensitive to this urgency and provided free industrial training in the well-chosen fields such as computer education, tailoring, embroidery, cell phone, electrical and electronic servicing for creating self-employment possibilities for the youths. Thousands of youth have been trained and most of them thus trained or self-employed and have secured employment in various companies. Our educational institutions also adequately attune to this nation-building responsibility through skill-providing jobs, readying the young. Our AMET University is the major supplier of skilled manpower to Merchant Navy, and our Saraswati Institute of Medical Sciences provides quality healthcare and training to the rural people of North India. Sir, once again I thank the university for the honor, which I am sure will inspire us to further expand our activities to partner with our nation in a humble way of course, to make it strong. I thank all of you for your warm participation. I am overwhelmed to see my family members in the audience watching the happy scene. I would like to conclude my speech by reiterating that the honor conferred on me is more to my organization and its services than me. Thank you very much.